Hey everyone, it's Andrew here. Welcome back to our video recap series that we will do every Thursday morning, recapping what we talked about the previous night at youth group. I think this year we're going to call it Thursdays with Andrew. So last night we had a great night. We started a new series called Asking for a Friend, where we talk about certain deep questions that some of our non-believing friends may be asking us, or some questions maybe we've even asked in the past. So last night we talked about why do bad things happen to good people? And we took a look at a story in the book of John where one of Jesus' dear friends, a man named Lazarus, was very, very sick. And Jesus was ministering with his disciples and got word from Mary and Martha that Lazarus was very, very sick and it was a serious situation. So the odd thing was that Jesus stayed where he was for 2 more days. What ended up happening is that Lazarus ended up dying. And when Jesus got there, he was said to him, "Oh, if you were here, Lazarus would have never died." But the whole thing that happened was done for a reason. And Christ ended up raising Lazarus from the dead, all for the glory of God. So why do bad things happen to good people? Well, see, what we talked about last night is the fact that we live in a microwave culture, which means we want things right now. Instant satisfaction, instant gratification. And most of the time, God works like a crock pot, if you will. He waits, and it takes time. There's God's timing and there's our timing. And more often than not, our timing is way, way different and more speedy than God's timing. So we talked about waiting on God and what it looks like to wait and to be patient and to wait on him. What we also talked about is just because we're disciples and followers of Christ doesn't necessarily mean that we won't have problems or sufferings or temptations in this life, and that God cares more about growing our character than he does about our comfort. So I challenge you today, what would it look like today for you to wait on God? Well, we'll see you next week for Thursdays with Andrew.